Hey everybody, and welcome back. Unique project I got going on today. A couple videos ago, I made this guy. Really thick, really nice Penduke cutting board. Clearly not sold yet, as I'm still holding it. And I had a chunk of it left over, so scrap piece left over. Been trying to figure out what to do with this guy. And for Christmas, my wife bought me this. This is a knife blank. So the knife part of it already nice forged and actually comes really sharp. That's why I still have the plastic on it. Pull it out, it is actually very sharp. So I'm going to leave that in there. But it comes without a handle material on it. So I got this kit from Woodcraft. They're now selling these guys. Very cool. So I think I can use this guy in here and make a really cool matching knife to go with the cutting board. I definitely have never done this before. I'm a huge fan of the show Forge and Fire, if you guys watched that. I don't have the equipment to do forging. I would love to learn, but for now, let's do the handle. All right, so I've been watching many hours of knife making videos on how to attach scales or the wood part of the handle, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. Being a fan of Forge and Fire, I've watched a couple of Jay Nielsen videos, and I'll put those there. One of the things I'll see are the pins. That's kind of the hard part, is getting the pins lined up. Make sure they're fitting. The knife itself came with some pins, but they are really short. So the pins that come with these things, super small, and it looks like they're only really designed to go halfway through the scale or halfway into the knife, and then just kind of sit in the tang part. Which I'm not a huge fan of. I'd rather have a full through pin. So the knife itself has holes pre-drilled, which is awesome, so I don't have to drill those. So I could either drill up my own holes or use these. They have really big slots too. So I could use these, I think I will. But I also have just a brass rod. This is 1/8" brass rod that I had from a previous project. I think it was a music box that does actually already fit through the hole. So I think I'm going to use this guy and replace the pins that came with it with this. I think that'll be better. Let's see how this works. You ever have those moments where you realize maybe you've watched a little too much TV? That has actually worked very well. I got to push the pins a little bit farther through, not that big a deal. Actually, pretty tight. Need to sand down a little bit. The one thing I am missing is the 5-minute epoxy, so I need to run to the store and buy some of that. But I think this is going to turn out really cool. So, run to the store, be back, and probably have this finished today. Cool. Alright, we got this thing glued up, set overnight. It is nice and solid. One thing they never do tell people about is the smell of the epoxy. It is worst smelling epoxy I've ever used. And I've used lots of different stuff. But we'll get this thing. I just have this little 1-inch belt sander. Sand it down. We got all kinds of belts. We got 60, 120, and giant pile of belts. So we'll get it sanded down here and get it finished up. All right, we got this thing mostly sanded down. A little few extra ridges I want to take care of, so I'm going to do the rest of it by hand just so I'm not taking too much off. And then we'll get a finish on it. Looks pretty good though. I like those pins.